Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked. I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked. First you get the money, then respect, then the power and the come next. Last time that I checked. Through fly, no cosign. I ain't need radio to do mine. I done fine and I take my time and take my tribe. Every level that I crossed in this game, like state lines, it was visionary. Either I'm genius or it's scary. Maybe it's both in this balance I deliver daily. For every in these streets, I feed the babies. Single mamas working hard not to miss a payment.
I'm always Golden State. If I lose this, then I'll play as the Golden State.
Just doing it makeshift out the garage. It's how you end up in Georgia. How you end up in penthouses, end up in cars. It's how you start off a end up a boss. It's how you win the whole thing and then.
Okay, now we have to just wait,
it was 5 chains on my neck,
and then
it was
we
no
will
on my rap last time that I
play, so
$250,000, no sweat.
I know you guys are probably tired of waiting.
Voice out west, legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first you get the money, then respect, then the power.
Looks like it's time to play.
And we got ball first. Won by Chicago.
Okay, I've never played Chicago. I've only ever played with Golden State.
There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
Ball's out. Last touch by Zach LaVine. Green. And he's fouled.
Oh yeah, because
free throws coming up, Jay.
Trust me,
I can't control if I put my hand on his hip, though. That shouldn't be it.
Klay Thompson has got 2 shots coming. A career 85% free throw shooter. Nope, first one does not go. Knocks down the second after missing the first.
That's probably how I'll be.
Ed, I'm going to gloat about my old team here for a second. Did you know the Bulls are the only NBA franchise to win multiple championships and never lose an NBA Finals
See, guys,
series
I keep on
thinking
that I'm playing as
6-0
Stephen
right
Curry
now. It helped to have a guy
and the
named
Golden
MJ.
State.
But Jay, think about this. If he's
I was
not gone
thinking
those
that
2 seasons,
that was
maybe
my
it's
goal.
8 straight finals wins. Gets it in the left corner. LaVine, his first effort, off the mark.
Okay, I think
Just
I'm
because you're
going
an
for
elite shooter
twos
doesn't
now.
mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
No, go
Curry
back.
to Durant.
Get back, boy.
Thompson, that's off the side of the rim, no good. On the
Ow!
follow, way to stay
I
with
don't
it.
know, guys.
Well, he finished strong
We
because
got
he was
this
able
now,
to
though.
initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
To Wendell Carter, rejected by Durant.
Just
Oh.
incredible timing on that swing.
Suck, Grant.
Curry has it.
I hope you're watching this. I don't really care
Nice
if you're
pass to
hearing it.
get things going.
You
And
actually
sometimes
do
less is more. Keeping it simple is the
Even
best way.
Kurt. Klay Thompson's better than you.
To Wendell Carter.
What?
Missed the wide open look. Thompson to bring it into the front court. His team up by 7. Where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
This is a game of ways. As a defense, you
Bruh,
have to
I wasn't
recognize
even
that they
playing
come
as
and
that
they go.
person.
That will not be the case all the time.
Hey, it
moving
looks
forward.
like I am not going to win this so far. Bro, why didn't he jump up and get that? He was wide open to
Gets it
get
in the
that.
right corner. Yes, Klay Thompson.
Why wasn't
2 for 3
anybody
now
on
here in the
him?
first.
Like, I wasn't even
Just
playing
a
as
little
the guy
defensive
on
breakdown
him.
right there, and an open Klay means 2 points every time.
And the basket.
There we
broke
go.
away.
This game is so mental. Trust me. Some nights you get poor effort defensively, you can't make any shots. Then you see the ball go in, boom, switch turned on.
Thompson to Green. The drive right to the basket. Green.
Nope.
Short jumper won't fall.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Durant isn't down there, so I think I'm taking it.
to Wendell Carter. From the painted area, won't go down.
Oh my God.
Curry. Got it.
Oh my
So many
God.
people think making assists is creating something razzle and dazzle. Sometimes giving the ball up early is the right play and the most efficient.
Knocks it down from
son.
mid-range.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
Stephen Curry with a look. Warriors come away with it.
Bruh! Nope.
Can't connect from
Why you
inside.
always
And that's
suck?
next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter,
Boy,
they shoot
how,
hundreds of shots
bruh?
each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you're forcing to change the angle or the positioning of
Nope.
the pocket. You're going to lower the
God.
chances of them making that shot.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Now, I know you probably don't want to hear this, but you have to take it one possession at a time. You have to continue to chip away. It hasn't been the best first quarter, but if you get a couple more of those to drop, you'll find yourself right back in this ballgame.
Two-point shot for
Nope.
Curry. Add 2 points
Bruh.
to the board. His instincts are
Okay, I
unnatural,
suck
but what
with
makes him
the
so good
Bulls
given the
because the
work he's
Bulls
put in?
suck.
The special thing about Stephen Curry
Wait,
is
no,
that
the
his
Bulls
entire
actually
life
don't
he has
suck. It's just
practiced
the Golden
great
State are a million
habits.
times
A lot
better.
of players practice and get up shots, but they don't practice the right habits, and that comes with the lineage. His father, Dale Curry, making sure that he puts in the time and effort, but the proper skill with the time and the effort.
Warriors basketball. Steph lets loose. Steph Curry. Tough shooting. Only 2 for 6 after that make.
That's a good run right here to end the first quarter to open up that lead. If you're the coach of this team, you have to like the effort your guys are giving.
Thompson.
Okay, I'm back.
Runner's good there. Jay, he might be small, but against bigger and more athletic guards, how does he find a way to get it done?
Well, how about this? Last year, he shot 42% from behind the three-point line. That's his second lowest three-point shooting field goal percentage since he's been in the league. That's called first-class problems. And what that does, every time you step your foot over half court with unlimited range, it forces the defense to pick you up even quicker, which allows him way more room to operate on the offensive end.
Zach LaVine
Hey,
doing
get
what
dunked
he
on,
does
boy.
best. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They look lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
And the finish at the rim.
I like that.
No.
Steph Curry. With that, he's 5 for 9. So we play
so
one
close.
here at Oracle with the Warriors on top. Jay and I back to Oakland after this. You're tuned into the
We got this, guys.
Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Curry with the basketball. The lead is 12.
Nope. Bruh.
Scored. Strong take.
I blocked that
Obviously the
crap
greatest shooter
out of
we've
him,
ever
and
seen.
how did he
Yeah,
make
I said
that?
it. But he's so
Bruh,
good at
he
driving
is.
and using his body to shield off the contact.
To Chris Dunn.
What are you, boy?
Goes to the right side. Here's a chance from long range. That's off the side of the rim. Short.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
See, this is why the Bulls suck.
Dunn. Stolen
Bruh.
by the Warriors.
Come on, let's dig in. Let's really build this lead.
It's Steph for
See,
2.
man? I
And
just
he
blocked the
knocks it
crap
down.
out of him, but
Jay, nice
does
look
that
right there.
matter? No.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what
Yeah,
the
they're
team
so
is
happy,
trying
but
to
he just
accomplish.
got
It's
dunked
called
on.
unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
For 3.
Bruh, that was straight in.
Iguodala to bring it up. His guys hold a commanding lead. Count the basket.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game.
Not worth the
I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Curry to bring it up. His guys holding the big lead. To Thompson. Oh, they call him for the foul.
Just a tic-tac foul.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. 3 titles in 4 years, new arena next year, Jay, in San Francisco. Crazy to think that any of these Warriors would want to go anywhere else.
It's the way they've been leveraging their brand off the court in Silicon Valley. You see guys like Kevin Durant, who have 35 Media, his own media production company, also making a ton of investments. You see Stephen Curry and Andre Iguodala investing in E-Game Sports. They're able to leverage the business outside the business of sport, which is why I think they'll stay around in the Silicon Valley for a very long time.
That was straight perfect. Guys, what do you think in the comments?
Curry.
Because I know.
This fires. It's no good.
Whoa!
Basket's
Oh
good
my
on the follow.
God.
Way to stay with it.
And like we've seen so many times, this is what you have to worry about with the Warriors. When they get on a run like this, they can put the game to bed in a hurry.
Coming back with those threes.
Curry
Wide
with the
open.
ball.
Nope. Bro, that was out.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized
Play
by the
now.
ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Zach LaVine. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Zach LaVine forcing that one there. Well defended.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to
they
attack
don't- they
that
sure
shooter, now
don't.
you're making him work on the defensive end and
Golden
makes him
State
take his
is
legs away on the
coach's
offensive end.
pet.
4-3. And that's rebounded by Golden State. Curry into the front court.
And
They'll
it's
run the
also
offense.
missed by Golden State
Give him 2
because
points.
they're
High
coach's
percentage.
pet.
And see, this is simple. This is where the PG pulls the bigs over to the side and says, we can't allow that to happen. You need to be an enforcer down low.
No good. That's great defense.
Oh,
Here's Curry.
darn.
Work it up top.
Okay, I'm switching to... Okay, guys, we're gonna go Golden State, or this video is just gonna be me losing. Where's those? Okay, we got the Bulls versus Cavs. We're gonna win. We got it this time with Golden State.
Good evening from... The
Bro,
Bulls begin the game with the basketball. Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
we got
There
this
you
though,
go.
guys.
I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Stephen Curry with a look. Jumper's good.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Warriors come up with it.
It's early. Get a good quality shot here.
Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
That transition offense was flawless when guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
perfect feed to set up the basket.
Okay,
I don't
tied
know
up.
if the
We got
scouting
the
report has made
advantage.
its
We
way out
got
here
the
yet,
ball.
but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
I know where his advantage is right here.
Curry. Man, that was a tough shot. Curry, no doubt, is a transformative player. Some say for the worst. Is there too much of a reliance on the three-point shot at all levels?
No, we're watching the game evolve, and Stephen Curry has been critical in changing the narrative. But I want kids at home to recognize that they see the finished product. They see somebody who makes 1,000 jumpers a day. And I love what Team USA is doing when they talk about removing the three-point line. It's imperative that kids have the right mechanics. If you have the right mechanics, your range will take care of itself.
Layup goes down. Well done.
I 100% guarantee you that was not the play call, but a bucket is a bucket.
Curry made
No,
his
that
first
was
effort,
bad.
but not that time. From the painted area, won't go down.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was
Okay,
every time.
shooting foul.
Kevin Durant, couple of free throws on the way. Career 88% from the line. Knocks down the first. Two for two on that trip. Bulls have it. No good. Green. Great feed. Sets it up. Curry. No good. That's great defense.
So first time
Great
I just
contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching
bull
staff call
crap.
the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Here's Durant for two. And he hits. How do you neutralize a threat like Kevin Durant?
Well, that weak side defender constantly has to shade Kevin Durant, and that primary defender, you have to funnel KD into help every single possession, contest shots, and hope that you can deter his vision and that he misses.
Green. To Durant. Going to launch beyond the arc. His first effort off the mark.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Zach LaVine missed his first. That one goes.
You know, when I think about Zach LaVine, I almost think about a high-priced sports car that is stuck in third gear. Now, the things he can do in third gear is off the charts. I'd rather have that problem than not have it. But it always leaves you wondering, what if we got this car to fourth, fifth, maybe even sixth gear? Now, that could be something.
Durant with the basketball up top. Up by three.
He sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Now whistle. We'll get a timeout called by Chicago. They'll catch their breath in what's now a 5-point game. Changes coming from both sides right now. Done.
Nope.
And the Warriors have the rebound. KD for two. That's rebounded by Chicago. Parker with it.
See, what did I say?
Exactly a
There
minute
is
to go
sucks.
here in the opening quarter.
No matter who I'm like,
LaVine.
even if I'm on playing his team.
Thompson. Message received. Well defended. Parker into the front court. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. And he's fouled. And he earns a trip to the line.
Trust me, you want to avoid
If I'm
early
gonna
foul
foul him,
trouble.
he better
Take
not
that
make-
one as a warning.
Misses the first. Misses the second as well. Here's Curry with it up top. Leads 5. Thompson not getting the bounce. The follow won't go either.
There's a freaking lid on the rim.
End to end on that one. 94 feet.
I'm just
for the
gonna shoot
basket.
half
So
court
you're
to
just
see
going to
what
let
the
him go coast to
commentators
coast like
say.
that?
Thompson cleaning the offensive glass. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it. And scores at the basket. Great body control, Jay. He was a freight train down the lane. Deep 3 at the buzzer. And a three-pointer at the buzzer for good measure. What a finish to the opening period. A great stretch here to start the game. So we played one here at Oracle with the Warriors on top. Jay and I back with more after this. You're watching the NBA on EA Sports. Second quarter set to start. Neither team set the tone to start this one. Jay, do you expect that to change?
Well, both teams had their rhythm. They established the tempo that they wanted to play at. But ultimately, something has to give. Some team has to draw a line in the sand.
Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Dunn to Parker. Jabari Parker rocking the rim.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
It's Steph at the controls. Lets it fly from long range. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
Very long range.
Probing the defense. Knocked loose. Carter. Big stuff and a lot of traffic on the way to the rim.
Ed, there's certain players that when you look at them, you say, just something seems slightly off. But it finally seems like Jabari Parker's rounding back into form. Just remember a couple of years ago, he was averaging 20 points per night.
To Chris Dunn. Won't go. Thompson to bring it into the front court. The lead is 2. Parker with it. We're a minute into the second quarter. Jabari Parker. 3 for 3 in this first half.
I'm going to try one more.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier. And most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
Parker into the front court. He'll run the offense. Oh, emphatic slam.
I see the easy dunk, but what I don't
gosh,
see is energy. Scream, do something. Get yourself emotionally involved in the game.
We get a
They
whistle
need to
and
save
a
their
timeout by Golden
timeouts.
State as they'll make sure they're aligned here in a 2-point ball game.
Okay, that's good. Curry and
Both coaches
Thompson
hitting the
are
reset
not
button.
coming out.
Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Curry, where's the chatter? No one was even close to him.
I know he's a volume shooter. I know defensively at times you have to take your lumps. Might be time to adjust the scouting report, though. Start denying him the ball.
Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Green. Can't connect.
Dude, get down to the court.
Holiday controls the basketball. Down a point. Thompson. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Slams it down.
I should have just blocked him out of nowhere.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
Golden State at the controls.
half
Curry
court,
is
I
not
get
shy
it.
about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time.
No. Wait, I'm gonna try one with green. It probably
around and out.
And you see so many players quit on a play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
Great feed. Wendell
Okay,
Carter
one more.
powers it through.
And when you get your
One more, but
prescription,
it's
you take
just
your
gonna
medicine
be
and you call it a
in
day.
the circle, not half court.
Thompson. The Bulls clear the rebound.
Okay, I'm done with that.
Holiday in possession. Looking to make something happen. Buries the wide open three. That's too easy.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jacking back
we
on
got
defense before the
this.
ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Curry, he engulfed him that time. Holiday controls the basketball. Leads three. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when
They're
great
just
things
wasting their
happen. You
timeouts. They
essentially
would
lose
just
yourself
let us
in what
play.
the team is trying to accomplish.
I would have won.
It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
He continues to shoot it well from beyond the arc. That's 4 threes now in this first half.
Yeah, and confidence comes from discipline and training. You can tell that kid's been putting in the time in the gym.
And they call it.
Those cat-like hands almost got a steal.
Knocked loose. Love the hustle. Sprawl down on the deck. Green to Thompson. Shot won't go. The follow won't go either.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Down the lane to lay it in.
Again, Ed, if
Don't
you made
worry,
it to this
guys,
level,
we got
you're capable
this.
of doing things that normal humans can never do, even if you're not known for it.
Backcourt violation is
Oh
called.
my gosh, I'm bad already. Like, not to be rude, but
Curry to Thompson. Beyond the arc for three. Few do it as well.
And
Klay
it
Thompson,
feels
hands in
like
his
three.
face, strokes the three.
You know, someone had the audacity to ask Klay Thompson how he feels about being the third or fourth option, and I love his response. He said, I don't care. When you're as efficient as me, my paycheck warrants it. And I think about a game he had this past year. 88.4 seconds of possessions, 52 touches, 33 shots, 11 dribbles for 60
I
points
didn't
just
have
in
it
22
close to
minutes.
me.
Proves the reason why Klay is Klay.
And he finishes at the rim.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way.
Curry
that was bad.
off the mark. With defense like that,
That
little
was-
margin for error.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to
I
catch the
thought
ball.
there was
That's how you
some
win a defensive battle.
That's it. First half has come to an end with the Bulls in front.
All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Kevin Durant lets it fly. The
Bruh.
shot almost. Knocked
Curry?
loose. Warriors have it.
Oh yeah, he's
Durant.
over there.
To Curry. From long range.
That was bad.
Offensive board. The follow won't go either.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
It's Chicago ball. Green. For
That
three.
was bad.
And he stays cold from deep as
Gosh.
he misses another one. It's no good. And counted at the
I
rim.
suck
As my
right
mother
now.
would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Thompson. Oh, that's how it's done.
Ooh.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
I'm watching the coach's reaction right now, and I'll tell you, he's not going to be happy about that. The game comes down to the micro details. That wasn't a part of the plan right there.
Cameron Payne has got 2 shots coming. Shoots it at 75% for his career. First try, no good.
Is Jordan in? Oh no, I think. No, that's...
And he's able to hit
yeah,
the second
yes.
after missing that first one.
That's him.
Curry to bring it up. His team up by 1. He's been dialed in from long distance. That's now 5 threes for the game.
Nothing more painful than the next day watching tape, seeing the fact that he got 15 points off 3-point shots.
Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
A 2-time dunk champion, I love watching Zach LaVine play. But you can't become obsessed with just attacking the rim. You have to continue to expand your game and really give Chicago that lead guard that they haven't had since D. Rose.
Chicago basketball.
Wait, wasn't that just my 6'3"?
Fires the 3. He took the bait, and he hits.
And in today's game, you have to make
It's
shots
basically
like
just
that.
a 3
Nice
battle.
work draining it from deep.
Thompson. Missed it. Working it outside to Thompson. 4-3. Klay Thompson is going to get 3 shots here. A career 85% free throw shooter. And hits the first free throw. And he hits the second.
Thought I missed that, and I was like, no.
Takes advantage of the foul.
So far, it's
3
been a
for 3 at the
3-point
line.
battle. If I would have made that, that would have been a 4-point.
Bulls with the basketball. To Wendell Carter. And they call it.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Maybe I'm gonna punch someone in the face
LaVine.
out here.
On a bad pass. Going to be taken away by the Warriors.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Durant. Swings it to Curry. Here's a chance from long range. Add another one to his total. That's now 7 threes for the ball game.
And the ball is finding him wherever he goes on the court. Man, that boy, he the best.
Knocked loose. Warriors come away with it. Curry. Not that time. And a putback slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Thompson. Klay Thompson is going to get a chance at 3 here. Hasn't missed yet. Off the mark on the first free throw.
God.
Hits the second. 1 more coming.
How did I miss that first one? I'm really good at free throws.
Chicago with the possession. Dunn to Parker. Oh, a whistle.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
LaVine. Oh, they called the foul.
Bruh.
His timing was a tad bit off.
Bruh. Bruh. Bruh.
Can't connect on the first free throw. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. To Sean Livingston. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Off the mark. No good.
That was Curry. He would have made that.
Stay with it.
Underutilized. 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 Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
Levine. Oh, bad pass there. Warriors have it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Green to Sean Livingston. Fires the three. They need something to go down. It's no good.
Because Curry isn't in.
Couldn't keep it in. It's out off Crystal. Time to adjust. Both coaches making
Yes,
changes on the
Curry's
floor.
back in. I don't need that timeout now.
Curry. That's how you defend. Has a chance.
And misses
He's
a
looking for
chance.
that touch. Iguodala to bring it up. It's a 9-point lead. He takes it right at
Where
them.
was Curry?
Wait, Ed, have you ever seen a slow speed car chase? That's what that looked like.
It's Golden State
I'm running the
basketball.
clock.
That ends the third quarter. The
Ooh.
Warriors with the lead.
Didn't I just... That didn't even count? I got it off in time.
The Bulls in possession as we start the fourth quarter. And that
Oh
third
my
quarter
God.
was one to forget. Remember, Jake, they led at the break. And now they find themselves on the wrong side of the score.
Yeah, but this game is about next play. If you spend too much time worried about what was, you can't focus on what is. Put that quarter behind you and focus on the task at hand.
Durant across the timeline. Leads
Oh,
5.
yeah? You're just trying... You're just trying to get in my head.
It's a rarity that some families can monopolize the league. The Holiday family is doing just that. Justin Holiday is now one of 3 Holidays in the league, considering his youngest brother, Aaron, was drafted by the Pacers.
Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
What's what?
Coach is going to shift gears and adjust it.
Did you get me spinach? Okay, guys, I'm back. I'm sorry I had to go put groceries away.
Durant knocks it down.
But still looks like I got a good shot.
Continues to light it up from long range. One of the things I learned about teams like this, teams that fall in love with a three-point shot, as quickly as they built the lead, is as quickly as they can lose it if they're over-reliant on the three-point shot.
Holiday in possession. His guys trail now by 4. Going to launch beyond the arc. To Curry. Lets it fly from long range. He's not shy about shooting it from out there, but he misses this time. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Bulls with the rock. To Levine. Warriors come up with it.
You got to go for the score here right now in this possession.
Curry can't go down. Smothering defense. Oh, they call the foul, Jay.
He took a chance. That's the right call.
Oh, whistle.
Timing was just a
Bull
tad bit off.
crap.
That's toughness right there. Physical inside, gets it to go.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Beyond the arc for 3.
Bruh, he was wide open too.
Count the basket inside.
Look at that, calm under pressure. You see a lot of guys rush those. Nice extra move there.
Up 5 seconds. The opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own.
As long as that's still in there, I got the 3-point game.
Robin Lopez, not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
This type of game needs to be celebrated. This is the type of culture that is fostered when you play with unselfish players. When you give up a little bit of yourself and you
Bruh,
make your
that was
teammate look great, that's the difference
perfect.
between winning and losing. So when you see these guys smiling, when you see them giving each other high fives, that's because of the energy that was created from the pass. Pass is one of the most brilliant things we have in this game.
Iguodala to bring it up. His group now down 2. And his foot was on the line. It's going the other way. Shifting gears. Here comes some substitutions. Knocked loose. Ball's loose. Look at him on the deck. Durant to Curry. Thompson. Curry. That right there, Jay, his 8th 3 of the game. He is putting on a show.
He's defying physics with that jumper. He's not even holding his foul through.
Here comes the screen. The draw. Right to the basket. Right down Broadway. 4-2.
That might have been a little bit easier than expected there, considering the score.
Durant. The roof would have come off there, but he missed it. Bulls with it. Yes! And a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw's good. It's a 3-point play. And more importantly, it means this is a 2-possession game. Durant with the basketball up top. He'll run the offense. Thompson. Oh, could have shielded, but it's no good. Oh, stolen by the Warriors.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
And Kevin Durant, unguardable. Hand in his face, he still hits the three.
Ed, I don't know what was said at halftime, but whatever the coach said, it worked. This second half performance has been unreal.
Driving right to the basket. Oh, nice find for the basket.
Sometimes when the players find that flow, nobody else needs to touch the ball. He's in the zone by himself.
Curry to Green. Curry on the roof would have come off there, but he missed it.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Chicago possession. To Wendell Carter. And the finish at the rim.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Durant buries it on the catch and shoot.
Just because someone is listening to you doesn't mean that they actually hear you. At the end of the game, when players get tired, they listen to what the assignment was, but they didn't hear what it was.
Knocked loose. Warriors have it. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint. Now the Bulls will take the timeout as they dig into their bag of tricks, trying to draw up the game winner. Warriors come away with it. Desperation shot for the win. That does it for the quarter. This game is all tied. Let's do it. Overtime is underway. Durant, tough shot. Well defended.
Oh crap, I was not well defended.
To Wendell Carter. Knocked loose. Warriors come up with it. Bell. To Thompson. From long range. Few do it as well. Klay Thompson, hand in his face, strokes the three.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a three is like shooting a layup.
Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Aggressive play there, but you can't fault the defender for being up in the shooter. You need to contest shots, each and every one of them.
Cameron Payne at the line for 2 shots. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. No good on the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Green. To Curry around the perimeter. For 3 and splash. Klay Thompson, quick catch and shoot there for 3.
Klay Thompson equals a jump shooting metronome. Catch, plant, and shoot, and there's no wasted motion from the waist up, which leads to him being one of the most efficient players in the league. He's led the league for 3 seasons in a row in catch and shoot opportunities. You'll probably want to run him off the three-point line, force him to put the ball down the ground and make a play.
To Wendell Carter. Trying to cash in. Yes, when this guy's open, look out. Nearly automatic.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size, but in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
And the defender over pursues, and he's called for it.
Just a tic-tac foul.
Warriors have it. Curry. Oh, they've come roaring out of the gate in overtime, breaking this game open.
And you got to give some love to the strength and conditioning coach for this team. All the offseason, preseason workouts have ultimately led to this point.
Levine to Parker. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Green.
That was a bad shot.
The Bulls with the rebound.
Thought I was closer.
Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
Okay, you don't get a 10 for style points, but it worked.
Thompson knocks it down and the foul. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
But did you see on that three-point shot, did you see him slightly kick his legs out? By kicking his legs out, the defender runs into the legs. There's contact. That's how you get a 4-point play potentially.
Klay Thompson with a chance at a 4-point play. He's been steady, 83% at the line. Three-pointer and now a free throw on the trip.
Shut up, everyone in the world can hear you. No.
Has a look. Wide open look, won't go. To Curry. Fires the three and steps. He can make that shot with his eyes closed. Wide open, knocks down the three.
And I don't know why the defense continues to help on guys that drive. Make them take shots over your bigs. By you helping more, you're just leaving three-point shooters open on the perimeter.
Trying for a 40-point night, but it's off the mark. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Sometimes you hear people give all these fancy breakdowns, tell you all these different things they can do. That was just playing basketball. Muscled his way through the lane.
Bulls have it. Deep left corner, Parker. Warriors come away with it. To Curry. Has a chance. Deep
And obviously misses his chance.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Curry to Thompson. 4-3. That's good.
I was
Shot
wide
no
open.
good. Parker with it. Down a dozen. To Wendell Carter. Nice pass to get things going.
It's the mindset of Wendell Carter that
Screw
really is the most impressive
timeout.
thing. He's an old school mentality on the basketball court. He can play with his back towards the basket. He actually gives the guard a target to throw the ball to down low on the block. He'll actually hit you on the screen and try to knock you over, but also possesses the new era type skill to run, to knock down pick and pop shots, and also be a passer on the perimeter. He is the new school era of old school.
Kevin Durant with a chance at a 4-point play. He's perfect from the line so far. And he knocks it down at the line. Trying to cash in. Not done yet. Jabari Parker with that shot. He's 5 for 8.
Ed, there's certain players that when you look at them, you say, just something seems slightly off. But it finally seems like Jabari Parker is rounding back into form. Just remember a couple of years ago, he was averaging 20 points per night.
Dunn to Wendell Carter. Rejected by Green.
Oh, and he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Looks like some substitutions are coming on in. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
Ed, I know I'm not supposed to be biased. I'm not supposed to be rooting for guys, but I'm riding with Jabari. Get your work.
Not that time. Levine to Wendell Carter. Into traffic, but no good. To Green. He throws it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
Ed,
You
ever
can't
bail
grab
out of something
him.
at the last second? That's what I saw right there from the defender.
We're
He
gonna
called
win
out
anyway,
no
even if
man's
I give
land.
up.
They weren't really committed to getting out of the way, committing a hard foul, or taking the brunt of the contact.
Durant across the timeline. The advantage is 13 points. Gets a look. Can't hit. That misses with 3 seconds left. It's the Warriors who get the victory as they win it in overtime. That does it for my partner Jay Williams and our entire crew.
Okay, that's the game, guys.
This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA
100
Sports.
to
For
87.
more,
The Warriors were successful in the Warriors needed extra minutes to get the victory. It was impressive. The Bulls must be devastated after such a close loss. While they did put together quite a highlight reel of dunks in this matchup, they did not put together a win. As we all know, style points never show up on the scoreboard.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Here are the top plays from the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
The Warriors worked some overtime to get the win. It was a remarkable game for the way it ended, but it was also a terrific game overall. I'm glad to have been a part of it. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Golden State Warriors. The Bulls lost a tight one today, and you can see the disappointment. And while they didn't win the game, they could have won a dunk contest. They put down plenty of slams in this matchup. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Chicago Bulls.
Game track. 3-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
My God, bro. My God.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.
Okay, so I'll see you in the next one. And don't forget to say Chuggle Gluggle.